But you know something nice to remember, that's not what I wanted to talk about. If I get too deviated, then I will talk only about this, otherwise I will come back to what I wanted to talk. But it's nice to remember, or nice to know, this bringing the attention back into the moment is not something that is a need in itself. The reason why we need to do that is because our mind is a mess. That's the reason. If our mind was clean and pure and it didn't have all these bad habits, then we don't need to bring attention back into the moment, because we are in the moment. The mind is always in the moment because that's what's happening. And when there is something happen, the mind will react in a way that it's supposed to react. So it's not that we need, because attention is there all the time. We are always in the moment. But the problem is that our mind is quite a mess. It has all this dust, all this dirt. In a sense, not in the moral sense. In a sense of all this difficulty from the past. So the mind is quite. So we need to see more or less where the mind is going, what kind of thoughts the mind is having, what kind of thinking, what kind of emotions the mind is having. Because otherwise, the mind is just going to repeat what it has always been repeating for the last 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years. So for a long time, we need to keep this exercise of bringing the mind back into the moment, to check the mind, to check the kind of thought we are having. And with practice, we start to distinguish the different kinds of thoughts. I wrote a note in my book called Not All Thoughts Are Created Equal. That's kind of a joke, because in America there is this constitution, not that all men are created equal, all men and women, that all human beings, that idea that all human beings are created equal, it's not a true thing for them. I mean, that's another problem. But it was just a joke. Not all thoughts are created equal. So we need to distinguish the kind of thought and the quality of thoughts that appear in our mind. That's a very important word that very few people do, because we just follow wherever thoughts appear and we believe wherever thought appears. That's, to follow any thought that appears and to believe any thought that appears is like insanity. And if you look at society is quite insane. Sometimes I try not to do it often, but sometimes I go into the news, I look at Yahoo News, I don't know too many news, and you look a little bit at the news, you can see it's insane. It's insane what's going on. Bombs in high schools, Kardashians spending thousands of millions of dollars in dresses, and kids dying, and I mean all this insane stuff. And if we follow every thought that we experience, we are also insane. If we believe every thought that appears in our mind, we also become insane, and that's why we have problems, difficulty with our relationship. We get upset with people. We are unhappy. We are stressed. Stress, anxiety, unhappiness, negativity are all insane results of our insane mind. what it's saying is a sense of love. That's saying, and anything that comes closer to that, it has a side of sanity. And it doesn't mean that one may not have difficulties or problems, but there is love in trying to resolve these problems. There is love in trying to relate to another person, to a situation. So I got completely deviated, so I will not go back to what I want to say at this time. But for example, two different thoughts that we should distinguish, and it's very, very important. Two different thoughts that we need to distinguish is worry thoughts, for example. Worry thoughts, everybody has worry thoughts, but the worry thoughts are a kind of creature. Everything is a creature. The thought is a creature. It's a creation. It's a creation that is absolutely useless. It's like a parasite. It sucks. It sucks, but it doesn't offer anything. That's what a parasite is. A parasite is a creature that absorbs something, and to the extent that can kill like some parasites in trees that absorb the energy of the tree, and then until it kills the tree, and then the parasite hopefully moves to another tree, or it dies too. But that's what a parasite is. And a worry thought is exactly like a parasite, because it absorbs our energy, it absorbs our life, it absorbs our energy, and it doesn't give anything. It doesn't help in any way. Being worried doesn't help. You don't solve the problem because you're worried. Quite the opposite. You cannot resolve your problems because you're worried, because your mind is too confused and busy. So we need to distinguish between worry thoughts and practical thinking about a particular situation. If you have a problem, and we all have problems, we need to see, what can I do about it? For example, any thought that appears, often is a worry. You can ask yourself, what is your solution? What can I do about it? And then, that what can I do about it, it has a very particular use. You put it into practice. Maybe you can learn something about it, maybe you can make a phone call, maybe you can go to a particular place, maybe you can do something. And if the thought is, there is nothing I can do, then that's the solution. In this moment, there is nothing I can do. And when these worry thoughts appear, as they will appear, you don't give them so much importance. You start to see them as it's not that the worry thoughts are going to stop. They don't stop because it's a habit. So the mind is going to generate worry thoughts. But the worry thoughts is something that we need to learn not to fuel, with understanding that they are parasites. They don't offer anything, they don't give anything. They just suck. It's not easy because worry thoughts appear anyway, and they make you feel so bad, and they're very powerful. But that's the way to get rid of them is not by pushing them, because that pushing them just is like if you bring gas into a fire, it just makes the fire bigger. So it's not a matter of struggling with them, it's just seeing behind them, seeing that they are not useful, they don't help in any way, they just suck my life, suck my energy, suck my vitality, they don't offer anything. You can replace every worry thought with a practical thought. What can I do about it? Practically. Even very little. What can I do about it? And so, a practical thought is not a worry thought. I have a problem, I have to resolve it. What do I do? What can I do? That's one example of the quality of thought in our mind. You know, I just thought of it now, but worries is like tensions in the body. We have a lot of tension in the body. And because we don't pay attention, the tension keeps sticking in the body, and so then we have pain in the shoulder, pain in the neck, pain in the back. But a lot of the tension, a lot of it, just a matter of paying attention. You pay attention to the body and you relax the shoulders, you relax the mouth, you relax the tension in your mouth, in your hands, you relax. But that requires attention. That's easier compared to the mind. It takes it takes effort to do it, but it's a bit easier. But still, something that needs to be done. Paying attention. And when it comes to worries, think about it. Because you have to understand it for yourself. It's not something like you have to say Carlos said. It's something you have to understand for yourself. No worry thought it has any utility whatsoever.